Hey, this is Davin with Hagerty and our Redline rebuild updates on our 1955 window Chevy pickup truck. We have the rear end is all reassembled and raring to go, and now we got to tackle this front end. As you can see, I have a couple problems. Well, one, I'm missing a leaf spring, but I took that off already just to see if there was any leaves that were broke in it. So you can see here our rear eye is broken. It looks like a pretty common issue in the stock stuff. I have a fresh set of leaf springs from LMC that I'm going to use. I have new bolts. I have new shock absorbers. We have our front brakes done that you saw last time. They are ready to assemble, but I also need to fix this bad kingpin. So we're going to rebush the kingpins on both sides. That will button up the front end. Once that's buttoned up, then we can start thinking about putting that motor and transmission back in. Bada bing, bada boom. It's different. So you have your two shackles. Obviously you get this tie pin in here, big deal. You got some rubber bushings that waltz onto this. But what's interesting to me is this bushing is threaded. So you put it on, it's knurled on the outside, right? This has to rotate. Well, it does, but of course it's going to rotate and actually go like this because it's threaded. It's going to move in and out as the vehicle goes up and down. Obviously it worked, but different. Is that good? Yeehaw. Shakalaka, shakalaka ding dong. So that bushing went in very easy into the frame, thanks to obviously the big driver. And we don't need to put one in the front eye. As far as the leaf spring's concerned, it has the same function, but the new leaf spring from LMC comes with that eye installed already. So I just got to transfer the bolt into that is all. So I'm just going to lube up the rest of the shackle. I'll get the leaf spring up on the perch, get it kind of set in position like we did the back. I'm going to attach the leaf spring to the frame rail first and then to the axle. It just makes it easier to align the leaf spring perches, and the front axle is pretty forgiving. So that's my process. A little bit of that. What's this? So from a couple of years of wear here, this inside edge of this mount is kind of hammered on, and it's actually pinching, so the leaf spring won't just slide up inside of there. I need to grab a grinding wheel, probably a flat disc. It'll get in there and clean that up. Like it was meant to be in there. right, let's do this. Let's get this in and started. With that, now I should at least lower this down here if I go the right way. It won't go anywhere. We'll slide our stuff down. Also allow us to straighten up our axle. So did you guys catch that? All right, so that's pretty straightforward. I'm putting the leaf springs in. This is all mounted up and done. I need to add some grease, obviously, to the joints, but I'll do that all at one time. But I need to tackle the left side and get that wrapped up, and then we can move on to our kingpins. Got super glue on the end of his thumb. So how's that for wear? These are not supposed to be cammed. Okay, our leaf springs are on both sides. They're clamped down nice and tight. New shackles, new rear pivots. Now I need to get after these kingpins, and there's a bunch of grease on here to scrape off. Grease and dirt and whatnot. But I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna heat it up and just burn it off. So for anybody that doesn't know or haven't seen me use this before, this is a mini ductor Venom, and it's an electric heater, for lack of a better way to describe it. Instead of using a torch to heat nuts up or whatever you're trying to take out to red hot, you use this. It uses 110 voltage, and through those coils, it creates a whole lot of heat in the center of that. Again, it's especially nice like if you're around by a flammable liquid like a gas tank. Now, I certainly wouldn't use this to heat up the, fitting on a gas tank that has fuel in it. It's still getting red hot. But if you need to heat something up around it that's not associated directly with the gas tank, then you can certainly use this because you don't have that open flame. You could even use it like inside the interior where you have a bolt that's isolated enough, but you need to be able to heat it up and knock it out. This is bad. Got it on the run now, huh? All right, this side's completely tore apart, spindles off, kingpins out. I need to do the same thing on the other side. It also needs new bushings installed, but mainly I want to clean this up. So I'm going to put it in the ultrasonic for overnight, let it kind of hum away and clean off this grime, and we'll get back after it tomorrow. But until then, hopefully you enjoyed this and you like these videos. Please click and subscribe. Until then, get out in the garage, get your work done so you can go enjoy your ride. See you. Sehr gut? Sound good? Got a thumbs up? All right.